All right, today we're talking about a super simple, but honestly, game-changing document. It's something that can take all those first-day jitters a new hire has and turn them into real, powerful momentum right from the get-go.
Seriously, just take a second and think about this. We've all been the new person, right? You walk in, you're excited, probably a little nervous, and you are so ready to make a great impression. But what actually happens in those first few hours?
Usually it's this. It's basically a digital scavenger hunt. You're scrambling to find the login for the project management tool, you're pinging your new boss for a link to the team's shared drive, and every single question feels like you're interrupting someone. That big burst of energy you walked in with, it just fizzles out. Your momentum hits a brick wall.
And that right there, that is the absolute heart of the problem we are solving today. This line says it all, doesn't it? That feeling of being stuck before you can even start is so frustrating. And the best part is, it's completely avoidable.
So what's the fix? Well, the answer is incredibly simple. We just need to create a single source of truth for everything. The source material calls it the Essential Systems Access and Tools Directory.
And the real beauty of this idea is just how simple it is. This is not some fancy new software you have to go out and buy. It's just a list. A simple, central, easy-to-use list that lets your new team member get themselves set up, which means fewer repetitive questions for everyone else, and they can start contributing way faster. And creating this list is just as easy as using it. Our source material breaks it all down into 5 key categories. It's basically a blueprint that anyone, and I mean anyone, can follow to build their own directory.
Okay, so here they are. You've got communication, project management, file storage, client-facing platforms, and then a final catch-all for other essentials. It's just a really logical structure that covers pretty much every digital tool a new hire is going to touch in their first week.
First up, communication. This is ground zero. How does the team actually talk to each other? So here you want to include the link to join your Slack or Teams, and maybe even point out a few key channels, like #general, #team updates, and of course, the most important one, the #random channel for all the pet pictures. Same thing for email. Give them the login info and a link to the company's signature guide.
Okay, next, let's get into the tools for actually doing the work. Where do all the tasks live? This is where you'll list your CRM, your ticketing system, whatever project tracker you use. And look, the really crucial thing here is that little note, what it's used for. A simple line like, hey, we use this to track all our client feedback, can save literally hours of confusion down the line.
Category 3 is all about knowledge. Where is everything kept? And here's a pro tip. Don't just link to the main Google Drive page. Link directly to the marketing teams folder or the Q4 projects folder. And if you have a company wiki or a Notion page, point them right to it and tell them that's where they'll find all the standard operating procedures, or SOPs.
Now, this one is absolutely vital for any role that interacts with the outside world. Do you have a special portal that clients have to log into, or maybe a learning platform for your customers? List them here. This makes sure your new hire understands the entire ecosystem, not just the tools you use internally.
And finally, we have the catch-all. Just think about everything else they're going to need in that first month. The HR system to set up payroll and benefits, that's a huge one. And a direct link to subscribe to the company calendar, it seems like a small thing, but trust me, it makes a massive difference.
So you've put in the work, and it probably only took you, 30 minutes, and you've built out your directory. So what's the result? What's the actual payoff here?
Well, this just illustrates the transformation perfectly. You take the new hire experience from being a maze full of dead ends and total confusion, and you turn it into a map. You replace those constant questions with clarity, you replace a slow, frustrating start with immediate action, and you replace that feeling of dependence with real empowerment. And if you need a really simple test to know when your directory is truly done, here it is. Could a brand new person sit down, open this one document, and build out their entire browser bookmarks bar for their job without asking a single question? If the answer is yes, you've absolutely nailed it. So the next time you're getting ready for a new hire, this is the question you have to ask yourself. All it takes is one simple list to decide whether their first day is spent lost and confused or feeling empowered and ready to hit the ground running. The choice is yours.